How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Make It and Break It. My name's Andrew, and today we are gonna actually get our RX8 into this garage and start working on getting the engine swap going. So the opening montage, you saw me trying to move stuff around and get ready for that because we're gonna be really tight on space here. With the Doritos Locos RX8 coming in, we're not gonna have a ton of room at front to pull the engine and put the new one in and do a lot of the work. So we spent a lot of time this morning trying to get that handled, including putting our crane over there. But before we can do that, I need to get my daily driver TC, which is right there. I need to get that in, get the summer tires off of it, and put my all seasons on. Just because I have about 3 days and I have to go down south. I'm gonna hang out with some friends, do bachelor party stuff, and then watch a friend get married on Saturday. But that means we're under a time crunch because today's Sunday. I head down south Wednesday. A week from this upcoming Friday is a track day. Yeah, that's not a lot of time to do something I've never done before, and when everything takes me so much longer to do than I think a normal competent mechanic would, I'm a little nervous. So let's, now that we have some space, let's get our my daily driver in, swap some wheels over, and then we'll start trying to get the RX8 in here. All right, nice wheels off. Older wheels with actually really good Continental DWSs on them are on, and now we're pretty much free to bring in the RX8. So we got to get all the lineup of cars. You got the Scion, the Chrysler up and out of the way, and get the RX8 in. So let's go do that. What? It's hot. And it's a Sunday, I can drink. Okay. So, you may have noticed I immediately took the battery back out. One, it's because we're gonna end up taking a lot of this stuff in here, the battery area and the intake area and a lot of this stuff. We're gonna end up pulling that, just give us more clearance to end up pulling the engine. So I took it back out, set it back in the workbench on a battery tender so that I don't like immediately junk my brand new, really expensive, slightly heavier than expected battery. Anyway, so we got the RX8 in, back in again, and it looks like we're gonna have enough space. Ignore the torque wrench, that's not there for any specific reason. So we're gonna have enough space to get this thing in here and lift the engine out and get it back over here to do a bunch of material swaps. So I'm hoping today just to get to the spot where we've got a lot of the things out that we want. Probably not gonna pull any coolant today, that'll probably be tomorrow, but like we're gonna get the battery box out, we're gonna get our intake and that stuff out. Consider some of this other stuff too. So yeah, I'm gonna do some of the prep work today. It's a little bit too hot and eventually I have things to do with my life today, but we're gonna do some of the prep work and get some of that stuff out. Actually, on second thought, we're gonna do something to maybe make it so we don't spill so much gas all over ourselves. So we've put the battery back in. You can tell because it's the blue thing right there. And we're gonna go run the fuel rails out of as much gas as possible. And the way you're really supposed to do this, I think, as far as I can tell, if the internet isn't lying to me, is turn the car on, pull your fuel relay and your fuel fuse, and in that way, we'll essentially the car will run out of gas, and then if you crank it a couple more times, hopefully all the gas is out of the cylinder and everything. It's not going to completely get rid of the fuel in the lines, but it'll get less fuel in the lines. Anyway. Well, alright everyone, so is my face super dirty or is that just no sleep? I don't know. Anyway, we are at a stopping point for right now. The Boss Babes family is in town, so we gotta go say hi and hang out and go see some cool sights around Seattle. So we've got some parts off the car. So we ended up taking off the basically the whole intake system up to about the bumper level. This line is something to do with the intake. Maybe it's an intake air temperature or pressure sensor or something like that. I didn't know what, and it kind of goes down into the bumper here. I didn't really feel like taking that off if I don't have to. So I just kind of fished it out of, this is kind of like the airbox support here. This is our actual airbox, which I looked at the filter inside. That thing is super dirty. We need a new air filter at the very least. Got our battery box out. We took our computer out, mostly so we don't like do something horrific to it when we're trying to lift the engine over it. But we also had to disconnect all of these engine connections here because that whole harness like rolls around the engine. So we might end up having to pull that harness out with the rest of the engine. And yeah, so we've got that little shorty intake up into here. And now we're starting to see the actual engine and stuff we're going to need to pull and everything else. So I can 100% see that we're going to need to pull the AC compressor unit out over here. I kind of want to keep AC for now. It'll probably go away at some point here when this thing goes full race car. But right now it's streetish race car, so we're going to leave the AC in. You can see a bunch of this engine harness. We're going to have to unhook a lot of these connections and sensors and things. We might have to pull this. I think it'll be okay if we don't pull it, but we'll see what the clearance is looking like. Almost certainly going to have to pull whatever valve changer thing this is. I don't know this engine super well. I just know like parts of it that I have to like work on when they break. And then we're going to start draining fluids. So we're going to get coolant out of here and out of the engine. There's a coolant drain out of the engine as well. Get the oil out, so then we can start like pulling all of our, coolant lines and things to really free up the engine so that we can get it in and out. And then, yeah, you see kind of all those lines will have to be adjusted in there. And then we'll get into the real removal here. So we're running a little bit behind schedule, which is sad because I don't think I'm gonna get the swap done by the time I have to leave on Wednesday, and it's gonna be really cranking when I come back. But so far everything's going pretty well. I haven't really broken anything. I've only lost one bolt. One tip real quick, if you're pulling a lot of stuff, definitely sort your fasteners. So what I do when I'm pulling a bunch of stuff, is I actually have a bunch of little bags. So I keep a little bag with each set of things that need a fastener. I need to put a bag for that fastener set. That one only had one nut available to it, so I just duct taped it on. And then, like, you know, a little bag with the nuts here, things like that. So I'm really good at losing things, so that's kind of how I do it. If you want to be really organized, we'll call it, you can actually label the bags. If you want to reuse them, just put like a little like painter's tape and label them and stuff like that. So that we used to do that a lot in my old work, where we'd be working with, I mean, we do a job with several hundred different kinds of fasteners. Not several hundred. We'd probably get like 20 or 30 different fasteners, and they'd all be relatively the same, like some slight differences. And so we'd end up having to label all of them and sort them in many cool is a strong word, in many useful ways. Or at least the guys who did the wrenching, because I did not belong anywhere near those wrenches. That's kind of where we're gonna get to today. Yeah, swap's going good. So thanks for watching, everyone. Again, my name's Andrew. This is another Make It and Break It Doritos Locos episode. If you like this episode, definitely hit like. Comment down below. Did I miss something? Did I already screw something up? I'm a little interested about what the heck this line is that goes through your intake. Definitely like, comment. Are you surprised that we're keeping the Renesis? I'm not super surprised. All the comments I got on the previous video was that, hey, we want to see the Renesis go. So if you like what we're doing on this channel, we've got the Doritos Locos build over here that we're gonna do an engine swap on, engine replacement. We've got our Hyper Tenere over here. We got some more parts coming in so that I can take it on this like dirt and rocky roads. So we're gonna go try that at some point here soon, as well as some of our 3D printing stuff. This is one of our mounts. Oh God, how did I break this? Okay. This is one of our ceiling mounts for our stands over here. So we do a lot of 3D printing stuff, mounts, some automotive, motorsports 3D printing. So if any of that sounds cool, definitely check out those other videos, subscribe, and hit that bell button, that dingy bell button that lets you know when we put out videos. And thanks for watching, everyone. So again, my name's Andrew. Thanks for watching us here at Make It and Break It. And remember, guys, especially on projects like this, don't make it hard, make it up. We'll catch you guys later. Ooh, and a Risto floor mat.